This week is what's your toxic trait that you're proud of? When you're younger, your toxic trait is different because you're always like evolving and stuff like that.
It's masochism. I like
you
to
like
punish myself. Maybe I do like it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. But I think it's the piece that's missing in a lot of the friendships that you see that don't last is that accountability.
Live fast, eat trash.
Children of alcoholics tend to be doormats, and like they tend to let people just run over them, or like they tend to be people who are like people pleasers, or people who are like, oh, you feel this way, I'm just gonna be quiet. But like I'm quiet because I'm using a toxic trait that I love, and that is revenge. And Esther and I fight about this all the time because Esther loves so hard.
All right, so you got toxic traits and how you make the silver lining
this
on
turned
that.
into Oprah real quick.
It did, but it's so true though.
Oh my god, it's just so cute.
I don't know. I hope that you cut my small exorcism on camera and just add that in the beginning.
You know I will.
Because, that was a mess. I can't. My body is like, rejection. Maybe it's holy water and I just don't know it.
No, because I'll be totally dead.
Well, maybe it's not holy water for you. Maybe it's just for me. I don't know.
Straight alcohol. Bam.
Yeah.
So I'm Esther.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Theon, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay. We weren't sure how we were going to end this year, so we were waiting.
Oh, yeah. So we are recording this before the end of the year, but it'll come out after the end of the year.
So happy 2023.
You're in the future right now. If you're listening.
My god, you're in the future.
You're hearing from the past. Wait.
Oh my god.
But we got to go back to the future. Morty.
That's the power.
We're all old, as always.
All right.
In the future. But,
So, Back to the Future. Do you think your dad would try to hook up with you?
Yes, because I realized just recently that my dad is the creepy dad. Every group has the dad. And I was like, I can't think of any creepy dads. And then it dawned on me, because your dad is the creepy dad. So yeah, he would, because and I will have to punch him in the square in the fucking balls. Yeah. Like I'm gonna make him hit octanes that we haven't heard before.
Because like Vicky, my older sister, looks more like my dad, so she has more of the like white characteristics, like the hair and stuff, but she has the Asian eyes. And I'm wondering, like me, I'm more Asian.
Yeah.
Do I have any white characteristics?
Oh, so
I'm
your
bad
dad's
at math.
Definitely. Hey, listen,
you'd really have to get to know me to know.
We have to.
But my dad loves like Asian women that tear him down. My God,
he
Andre.
totally be into you. Then.
So, yeah, probably because my sister is probably nicer than me.
Nah.
Good, Andre.
Andre
God.
is forever doing the most.
As always.
My mom wouldn't hit on me. I'm not my mom's type.
Oh,
you don't think so?
I know so. I'm not her type.
Hmm.
You know why? I know I'm not her type.
Why?
all right. We're waiting.
Because I listened to her on relationship advice.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah. So
Man,
it's
like, listen, stop giving me truce in 2023.
that's like
I don't want it.
the man that your mom wants you to be is not the man your mom would date.
That's legit shit, probably, right? Because it's
Oh
like
my
she
God.
always
All right,
thinks
I gotta do better then. So
you can
I
do
hear
better.
You.
Well, yeah,
Oh
like,
no, I hear.
and
So
as
I got
you
a son.
have kids,
I gotta.
well, I mean, like you have daughters and sons,
Yeah.
and you're like, nah, bitch, you could do better. So I mean, like, yeah, okay,
I think
can
that's
see
just
that.
a little bit of help
see
for
that.
all young men. Never listen to women on a relationship advice.
Okay, and this
Because-
is exactly the problem.
They are not going to. They're going to tell you to do things that, in theory, sounds nice, but something they would never
We're
want.
changing that. That's why so many women don't dead ass. So, all right, listen to Theon with a word of caution. Dre, do not interrupt my word of caution speech. He really is trying to. Dear God.
Oh my God.
I hope he got it. But what I was going to say is listen carefully and tread with caution, because women my age group, like that 35 to like 55, they are done with the foolishness. Like, if you want to bring foolishness, we're not having it. So yeah, you might want to actually listen to them.
No, don't listen to
Just saying.
Okay.
All right.
You will be lonely.
This will be the last episode with Theon. He didn't quite make it into the new
Don't
year.
listen to women, Ben. Don't listen to women about relationship advice.
You
will be lonely.
I cannot wait until we argue some more.
You will be lonely.
This is my favorite part.
I think that goes both ways, because my mom, being who she is, she was like, you have to either be rich or marry rich. So, love of life.
No. I'm saying,
maybe
like,
your mom's
is different.
Yeah.
Moms to daughters relationship advice. Totally listen to that. That's like
What? No.
That's one.
That shit is
That's
so
accurate.
toxic.
No, because then, like, a lot of men would not have been married if we did do that
correct.
shit.
And not only that,
it's you be rich or fuck off.
how
I
many
feel that
more
you're-
kids would have had eating disorders too? Like, my God, there was a
And I
whole
totally
generation
have, because,
that was like, you
yeah.
can't be thin enough. You you're too fat
Like,
if you're
no.
like 5 pounds over.
So do moms just give horrible relationship advice?
I
Is
mean,
that
it
what we're
depends,
discovering?
but
I think it
maybe,
depends
yeah.
on well, maybe we have damaged moms,
I
but I,
just
know
think
that we're
it's-
not the only ones, and I'm
Right?
not trying to be funny, but I'm not
Exactly.
trying to be that
No,
type
we're
of
not
mom.
the only one.
I just
yeah.
think, I just feel like moms would be more honest with their daughters than they would with their
No,
sons.
because like
No.
from my oldest sister, well, my only sister,
Yeah.
to David, my oldest brother, to my youngest brother, it's totally different between the dicks and the vaginas.
I'm not saying
Because you don't want to, because like between that, because like as a vagina, you don't want to like have that burden or anything like that. So like with dicks are told this is not
The
the
worst
thing.
advice.
Yeah, from a young age. But this is not our web chronicles anyways.
Exactly.
So we're not going to talk about that this
I'm gonna
time.
hijack the show.
But like men are told something, or boys are told something different from girls at a young age, and then it intersects in a bad way, and then it like continues in a weird why shit, because like what girls are told is totally different from what boys are told.
But we have an upcoming episode about that, don't we?
We will.
Yes,
But
we do.
like, because boys are told to get at it no matter what, and girls are told like don't fucking do shit or unless you a hoe.
Oh, dude, the double
and then all of a sudden you a
standards,
hoe.
man.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
would your
like
mom
shit like that.
had told David, would she have said go get at it no matter what? Or she's like, if he was like, hey mom,
My brother was fucking king.
but like,
You want to
if-
say something else?
no, if he would have go to her and be like, hey mom,
scared.
That
how do-
motherfucker was king.
I wonder, like, if he would have gone up to her and says, "Hey, mom, how do I get a girl
Hey,
to
Mom.
like me?" What would she
up?
have said to him?
We gonna get it on
There is
tonight.
no like get a girl to like me shit. I wish that David would have said some
What
shit.
if he
like
would have
that
said
to my
that
mom.
though?
What-
Like,
what
what?
if
I
he
wonder
called
what
your
advice
mom now
would she have
Because
given?
like boys are, I think like between like Black and Korean or Asian period, like boys are like king, especially firstborn.
But Rory did
like
ask
you
me that
don't
question.
do shit.
And you
okay.
probably gave him horrible advice.
And like
So,
boys,
let me tell you
like
what I
whatever
told them.
you want to do is like whatever the mom will fucking go with, because there is no going against the king. Like
So-
especially like in an Asian household
Yeah.
as a
Or in
male
Hispanic
as your
households,
first.
too, yeah.
So you agree it would have been horrible advice?
I mean, I don't know, because like I mean, my mom didn't end up great. Obviously, she's divorced twice, so I mean, shit. Like
I got one
between
up on you.
between
times.
between like probably not, but I mean,
Yeah.
either way, like whatever he said would have been okay.
Yeah.
But even like my younger brother, like
Patriarchy.
whatever he did was okay. But
The
me and
patriarchy.
Vicky, like whatever we
But
wanted
like,
to
how
do
to
was
handle women?
down.
Like, how do I do this? Like, how
So
would I
Rory
treat a
asked me,
girl?
he's like, how do I like
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so seriously, like I, as a mom, and like I'll be honest, my husband doesn't have the home training he needs. Like it's one of those things that have been a constant work in progress. And so I have been home training my son. I will stand in front of a door and wait until this mofo opens this door. I will make him pay for things. Like, I don't care. I was like, you walk on this side of the, like, it's those gentlemanly things, but it doesn't, like, define who he is. But when I told him, I was like, listen, you want a girl to like you? Be who you are. Don't be weird. Treat them like a freaking person. Ask about what they're into and actually give a shit. I was like, and also, just really honestly, stop staring at tits. Like, and pay attention.
You just signed them up for the friend zone.
Well, good.
Damn.
I don't give a shit. You can be in the friend zone until you move the hell out.
I've been finding out like my entire adult life that everything my mom taught me about relationships
was to
women
put you in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that. What do you think? You don't think we had a strategic plan? Moms are long-term planners, man.
No. I know all those things are the right thing to say. Like you should treat women like human beings, and you should like have respect for women. You should open doors. You should pay for the dates. You should treat them with respect. But all that does is put you in the friend zone.
But I think for the younger term,
culture.
Well, I think the younger the girl is, then yeah. But also that kind of does go into our web chronicles.
Okay,
because we are. I mean, kind of, but you know what? We'll roll it into because we're older. So we know a little bit more, but like if we were younger, then yeah, right. But so the web chronicles this week is what's your toxic trait that you're proud of, and that could have been something if you're younger as a dude, like what your mom like told you and shit like that, like, or like it could be the opposite because like your mom is trying to coach you, but you're like, no, I'm gonna totally be the opposite. I'm gonna totally be a piece of shit.
Like Nate told me one time that he purposely like sought out insecure girls. And I was like, whoa, red flag. Like, but, you know, at this point I've been married for a long time. So, oh, God, but whatever. And I was like, really? And I was like, well, how's that work out? And I think back to when I first started dating him. And I think I was like out of a relationship for a year. I didn't feel like I was projecting insecure. But in your early 20s, like, I think everyone kind of has that, you know? But now I'm like, yeah, no, that's not my struggle. Maybe this is why we're having a good time. Like,
I mean, when you're younger, your toxic trait is different because you're always like evolving and stuff like that. So we're a little bit older. We're in more committed relationships and stuff like that. So, or we're like also working and in the open. Like we're not just in high school and in front of teachers and stuff like that. So what do you think? Your toxic trait that you are most proud of to put forward. Let's go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dude, though, like, I almost feel like it's a trade secret and this is never going to work for me again.
Let's go.
But I'm going to be full disclosure. So, like, I have an amazing ability, I think, to read people in general. So,
and that's a good thing.
It is.
For the good and the bad.
Correct. I think that sometimes I can be, all right, it's not even I think. I can be a manipulative little petty bitch. Like, and I will do things to manipulate situations because it's easy. And I think that makes me a little bit of a sociopath maybe. But hey, you heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
I try not to. I try not to abuse
it,
but there are times where I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for this BS. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this. And it's not like I'm necessarily. The good thing is when you meet someone who's really good at this, they don't realize it because I make them think it's their idea.
Exactly.
But I'm not over flattering. Trust me. I'm telling you, I think when I retire, I'm going to sell used cars and I'm going to be the best damn car salesman in the whole world.
Well, and because I think that's like a power play, especially with work and stuff like that, when you're trying to get ahead and things like that. Like you're always trying to do that leveling.
Yeah.
And getting to know somebody, quote unquote. And then so you're always trying to figure somebody out, and like I think that's a really good like not a lot of women's are like upfront about stuff like that because it's more of a male power play. But I mean, like, that's a power play across lines, period.
But it's so glorious.
Exactly. And especially when you know it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, oh yeah, we'll get this done. But you know, really, they think it's their idea. And I gave them the whole idea.
And like, do you have anything to say about that, Theo? Because like, that's a very salesman thing too, also. Like, you know, their thing. Yeah. Like, you know what's going to get them. You find out their thing. So you're like, oh my God, yes, I got something to sell you though.
Oh yeah, it's just making my idea your idea.
Yeah, literally, I'm just very talented at doing that with people. Except for you, you don't ever want to embrace any of my ideas, even when I try to make them your ideas.
Because we love you, and we know a little bit better.
90% of them are bad ideas.
We're trying to help you in a different way, like be better, like, and then like it's different.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie though. I just need to say that I so miss little Ashley because you guys don't play into Rachel's bad idea club, and little
she's
Ashley
like,
and I are like, she'll come up
down
with one, and you're like,
but
yes, because I maybe that's why I'm cracking up,
Deanna
guys.
and I are a little bit more logical. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I'll be more reckless if you want me to be.
This is me manipulating the situation. Everyone saw it in action.
Like, me and Theon are more logical,
You're my voices of
precise
reason.
people. Yeah, and like, I think that's why we get along with a lot of things.
So
and
yin and
like,
yang.
we're like more like lawyer, like, this is how it's supposed to be
And
done,
I'm more
blah,
like,
blah,
fuck
blah.
a law. I found a loophole, and we're going straight through it. You guys ready? Let's
Which
do it.
is never a problem, you know.
And you
But
got-
then,
Sometimes my
but then
ideas are
we
bad.
like roll it back to being like, well, but how can this like actually help us?
It
and
never
you're
does.
like, exactly.
It's just something to do. Nothing.
And that's
We're
why
gonna
we
have a
don't
great
do it.
story.
See, wanting to know the ins and outs that keeps you safe from manipulation.
Like, right.
Because manipulation is based on
little
emotions.
different.
But we just saw it in action. Play that shit in slow motion.
If you don't know
And
what
I
I
was
want,
like, oh,
you can't
sorry,
manipulate me.
let's do it then.
I was
I
like,
don't
I'm
know.
just fucking with you.
Yeah. If you
But
don't know what I
Rachel
want, you
knows.
can't
I know.
manipulate me.
Rachel
I'm also
knows
thankful
all
that I
food.
have you guys, because if not, I
won't
wouldn't.
do shit.
I'd probably be in jail. Like, oh.
What do you think, baby? What is a toxic trait that you like, that you have?
I think I'm blind to my toxic traits. I know I have them.
Oh,
But I don't think
Theon, we don't. Do we?
It's my
Really?
sprinkle of narcissism.
All right, I got
don't-
one. I got one.
Yeah.
You procrastinate on some things. Like, it's a toxic trait, and I think you're partially proud
I'm
of
not
it.
proud of it. I really would. If there was one thing I would change about me, it would be my ability to procrastinate constantly.
I
would
don't know
wanna
though,
remove that.
because I think you like that pressure though.
Yes, and I think it's like
it's different. Cause like I
Smells
used
like
to
a
never
chaos
be
in that
yeah
moment,
like I never
and it gets
used
you
to be
going.
a procrastinator, but you like doing shit last minute.
Yeah.
Like with podcasts and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like you like I don't know.
I just it's masochism. Like I like
You
to
like
punish
that
myself.
pressure
Maybe I do
on
like
it.
it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I think you
it's
do.
like yeah, it's not like, but like
Okay.
when you're in that situation, you're like, okay, I gotta do. I'm like
masochistic.
pressure. Yeah,
I like to punish myself.
But
Yeah.
imagine if for 1 second you let go of that and like did it and moved forward. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I do this stuff with myself too. I'm like, imagine if I did this, what would happen? And sometimes it's really great. Other times I'm like, no, fuck that. That's too much
I
work.
mean, it goes both ways because some people do need that pressure, that like to the minute, to the last wire shit.
Yep.
And like I said the last episode, I've never been that kind of person.
Yeah.
And I've like finally finished all the videos.
I'm so proud of you. That was a lot
Cue
of
the
work.
applause.
Yes, I feel like it needs a whole ass entourage.
with
Like,
underscore E&I
exactly.
on
There
the
you go.
YouTubes.
Mhm. Check them out.
Subscribe.
I
Love
saw the
us.
smoke coming from the top of her head.
Also, like, just you could honestly watch that shit on mute and just die laughing because
of the faces me and you make.
Yes.
Oh, me and you, because we
have
both
some
make
great
fucking
ones.
crazy ass faces.
By all means.
But I mean, I think some people like that pressure, but I've never liked that. But I don't know, Theo. Like, I think you kind of enjoy that shit because there's things you couldn't do early, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do I need to like be more on you? Like, I hate doing that though because I don't want to be like nagging and shit like that.
Right. So
I just like punishing myself. I think that's it. I just like punishing myself.
Like, you know, I don't want to be like, don't you have shit to do? But
Yes,
also, like, if you want me to be like that, I can be that. I could be like that little reminder set. But I also love the time that you spend with me by not doing shit like that. So it's like,
this is a healthy relationship right here.
All right.
So I'm just letting you know, if you needed an example, because I don't provide one, please, right here.
I mean, I don't know.
I love punishing myself. How about that?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That shit resonates right here because I do the same shit. And then I want to be a martyr over it sometimes.
And a lot of people do. Like, they love that last minute pressure shit. And then, like, when you do it, you're like, oh, in your face, bitches. How you like that?
Yes.
How is that
it's
product?
Like, I wait, and then, like, the tornado's coming down, and I'm like, I gotta send this email.
I mean,
and I run to the bunker, and then like everyone wins.
Life.
But I don't like the feeling.
Yeah,
like
leading up to that point. That's like that's a lot,
right?
So what do other people think?
That's a good one because I need help because I bet there's some more that I do. Wait, hold on. We should definitely name those at the end if we didn't.
I could make my mind up that I don't care about someone anymore and immediately just stop caring.
I'm sorry.
No build up, no debate, no worrying about if I made the right call. Just kind of scary.
Them.
Because sometimes I start to contemplate doing it with everyone. Yeah. And, well, I know it's not a good idea. Rachel pointed to
I did. Because Esther, dude, if you die in Esther's eyes, which is so, like, I'm so glad that we're still friends because I am, like, not always a great friend. I realize that.
Yeah, like,
I try to be, but, like, life fucks up and then I'm like, oh, fuck.
But, like, I feel that a lot because I give a lot of chances to my friends and stuff. Like, I put a lot into relationships. Me too. Period. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like once you start to burn me, like the first time I feel it, and I'm kind of like, you know what, this is number one. Right. Like, let's keep like let's just see.
Just gonna see what happens.
But then, like, once shit happens, it's like, man, I'm kind of done. Like, when I'm done, I'm done. Your name is dead to me. Like, I'm
she
just
will
like,
literally not say it. It's the craziest, wildest thing.
Is it though? I don't know.
It's only because, like, on the opposite spectrum, like, I am like chance after chance after chance, and I'm like, why are you such an idiot? Yeah. But I always believe, like, and I need to be more like you in a lot of these ways, but I believe, like, in these second chances and third and 1500, whatever, because there's hope there, damn it. But I'm no longer living on hope. I'm living on reality. So I personally like this better.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways though, because I mean, you should always give people. I mean, people fuck up. We're all humans.
But I think it's the piece that's missing in a lot of the friendships that you see that don't last is that accountability. Like, I can't tell you how many times I said to Esther and Theon, I am so sorry, I'm so fucked up. Like, this is, I fucked this up, I did this, I'm like, fuck, I'm running late. And I own my shit. Exactly. It's usually my family's fault, but I say it's my family's fault.
And and it's the communication that's the most important part, because it's like, if you don't say anything and then all of a sudden you start trying to come back, and it's
that
like,
doesn't make sense.
No, motherfucker.
Like, my thing is you better, if
that's not how life
been
works.
Gone and you're trying to come back, what you need is like a whole ass soliloquy or some shit. Like, you need to have a speech and a serenade.
My ass.
Exactly. I mean, really. And like, be truthful and honest. You don't have to do flattery, but like, hey, listen, I realize I made a mistake. Like, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But, it doesn't matter. Esther's still like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, basically.
let's see where this goes, because I always love a good show. Yeah. I'm like, well, maybe.
I mean, shit happens. And you know what? Like, I'll say your name in passing, but like, it won't mean anything like it used to. Like, I put a lot into relationships, and if you don't put the same, then fuck you. Like, psh, whatever. Yeah. It is what it is.
What other toxic traits do they have?
Live fast, eat trash.
Wait, hold on. Live fast, eat trash? Okay, I don't hate this either.
Are you a raccoon? And he said, you got me.
First off.
Carefully washes his hands.
I mean, hey, like, do you live to eat or eat to live?
Who cares? I don't care.
Am I dying to
maybe
live?
Maybe that's a toxic trait. I just don't give a shit what you're doing. I just need you to get the fuck out of my way when I'm driving on the road. Like, that's pretty much it.
For real.
Okay, so I think that's really my toxic trait. I am an aggressive mother. Oh, and I am proud of it. I will tell every motherfucker I can drive better than them. I offered to back up some dude's moving trucks.
You did.
And Esther was like, shut up. And I was like, listen, if they can't get it in the spot, I can. I know. I was like,
I know
you need my help? I can do this for you.
You can, but they were struggling.
Oh, dude, they were so struggling. And they probably were secretly hoping that they could all get rid of their mafioso bullshit and say, yes, ma'am, actually, we could.
Maybe if another penis was like, let me do that for you, they'd be okay with it.
Oh, yeah. But because
it was a vagina, yeah, it was different. It was like, I got a big dick, and he was trying to sling a little 3-inch penis around. Man,
and I got to whip mine out. It whips around the world twice, hits everyone who can't fucking perform, and comes back like a boomerang. Like, I'm over it.
But yeah,
that's my toxic trait. Being an asshole.
A person said, I pick apart and analyze to death everything. Person, ideas, sentence, whatever. My brain only does a rabbit hole deep dive, and this is honestly more satisfying than organized thought.
I know that, but I'm also, I know. There's a lot of, and see, once I know like the situation, I just dive down now at this point to the root cause. Well, it's because they're insecure. This has nothing to do with you. It's because they have insecurities. And so now I'm no longer fucking bothered. I do not have to analyze everything. I'm like, insecurity. Okay, there we go.
Like, you should hear the shit me and Esther unpack.
Oh,
like, we get to the bottom.
Like, what were we unpacking last night? We were unpacking... Oh, fuck, what were we watching? And then we were trying to unpack. I don't know. We do, like, some weird shit.
Man, like, everything.
But
like you guys see details, but see, for someone like me who like sees the big picture and details just make it up, it's helpful to spend time around because I'm like, oh yeah, okay, all right, you're right. This is also why you keep me safe because in the big details, the bad ideas feel amazing. But the small details equal jail or death.
Exactly.
Last night we got to the bottom of jam and preserves.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we had a series.
We had a divert, but I want to know more about this.
Yeah. So we were talking about like.
Because I feel like I like preserves better than jam.
We were watching. What were we watching?
No. We were about to go to bed and like it was quiet and I said word.
Which was weird as fuck because it was quiet as shit. And he is not even facing me. We're like back to back. And he goes, word. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Because I got to the bottom of it in my mind. And then she was like,
to me sometimes.
She's like, what are you talking about?
What?
And then I explained to her that I was thinking about jam on toast.
I'm thinking about jam on toast too. What was the best,
like preserves?
Yeah.
Or jam.
When was the last time you had like an orange preserve?
Never. Well, no, actually my mom used to buy those. Disgusting. I hated the marmalade.
But they're more expensive because they're not as widely produced. Right. So like those
listen, I don't give a shit about scarcity. Yes, it tastes good in my tummy.
Oh my god.
That's what I care about.
I like the marmalade.
I'm not a fan of the marmalade.
No,
I mean, I'll do one, but you know
do you like preserves that have the actual like fruits and stuff, or do you like jam more?
I like both, but I will eat all. Does that matter? But
no.
I prefer, okay,
yeah.
can I tell you the truth why I really like preserves better?
Yeah.
It sounds fancier than jam. Jam is like trailer park. Preserves is like somewhere else, like not trailer park, like more like a gated neighborhood.
You can't do like middle of the mall preserves. Like you have to do like the actual brand name.
Nice
you have to do brand name preserves.
You can't go cheap on preserves.
Like you can't do great value preserves.
I don't believe that. That is a jam. You are lying on the cover. If there's a great value preserves, it's not preserves. It's jam. Like, quit your bullshit.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, I'm with you. No, you have to, like, a preserve is like $6 to $7.
Yeah.
A jar.
Yeah.
A jam, $3.50
at the most.
Well, actually, with inflation, it's probably $5.
Yeah, you're right.
So these preserves are actually more like $10. Listen, I
like,
guess bitch, I like jam now. Lately. Let me tell you that. Fuck it, we're in jam
Whatever's
town.
cheaper.
But, you know, just like a music lover in the 90s, I enjoy a good jam.
Me too.
You know.
We talk about weird shit about that. Like, I like to deep dive into, like, weird shit that I, like, talk with patients about. And, like, it's a lot of weird shit that comes up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? And, like, I have to break that shit down in my head and stuff like that. But, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I always think everything's a conspiracy. Maybe that's my toxic trait, too.
I think that's why
I got everything.
I think so. That's why old dudes like me, because there are a few things that don't spark my interest. And if you're telling me a story, I'm, like, listening to it. And I'm asking questions.
Yes.
I want to know more.
That's that's me. But see, sometimes that's also a toxic trait because I like to fuck with people. And Esther is not always comfortable
for the
like,
knife dive.
Then once they start talking, then I'm like, yeah, no, you deserve the knife dive. So now I'm waiting to throw that one fucking carefully placed, witty fucking zinger that just melts your whole world and destroys your ego.
And sometimes they don't show back up. And you never get that.
But now you know what I need to do. I need to write it down and get their information so I can send it to them when I get it.
You ho. Someone wrote, I absolutely hate conflict and will go to extremes to avoid it. This
like
makes
running
me
away?
This makes me come across as super agreeable or really chill because I often just agree and do stuff I hate because I hate the conflict or refusing things more.
Listen, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I think that boils down to, though, that a lot of toxic trait that people have? Ooh, man, I'm about to drop some knowledge. Are you ready?
Go for it.
So, a lot of people aren't living up to their own expectations in general, and they're fearful, especially in this society. It's like, oh, I'm going to do, like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. But, like, so you never take that chance or reach your potential because you're really afraid and like, you gotta let go of that shit. That's why I'm like, balls to the wall, fuck it. Like, if this shit doesn't work out, I guess I'll figure out something else. But I lived. Like, I cannot live a fearful life. I think it's a fearful life. I'm telling you, it impacts a lot of people.
Some people just really do not like that pushback though. Like, they don't like that argumentative side. Like, if somebody says, I really don't like blah blah blah, but then you're like, but I do.
Okay, well, cool. But see,
but they don't like that conflict, so they're just like, yeah, I do, just to agree with them and move the fuck on. But I mean, that is really toxic because then you're not living who you are supposed to be. Especially like people that you have to see every fucking day, but even if you just work with them.
Down though is the approach. Like, people will tell me, like, they can disagree with me, and well, it depends. Like, don't try to disagree with me if you live in my household. You can never fucking disagree with me. I am always damn right. But other people can disagree with me. Right, that's fine, and I can have like an intelligent conversation over it. Like, I'm not that. I'm like, okay, because I think it's the acceptance.
That's the issue, though, is that they don't want to have that conversation. Period.
But
like,
why?
They don't want that disagreement, period. They just want to say, if they say something and you say something else, they're just going to agree because they don't want that pushback, period. Some people are like that.
Oh,
like,
no,
some people
totally
don't want that.
And I know I've got coworkers who, like, conflict is not their thing, and so they have to come up with different strategies and stuff that work best for them.
But some people don't come up with the, like,
and they don't, and they just never reach their potential.
Like, because so they don't come with that.
I'm hearing you say is that we should offer a service for people like this, where we do this.
Do you want us to say the shit you want to say?
First
we
off,
got you, fam.
Dead ass. We can even do accents. I'll put on I can create a whole ass character and do some digging. Yeah, I'm ready. Well, you don't have to.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you do it.
But
I'm
will
gonna
you
listen
please
to that.
do your Brooklyn accent for at least one? All right, fine. That's fine. my favorite, though. Deadass. All right. Moving on. What's another?
What do you think, then?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you?
No. Yeah.
I agree with what y'all were saying.
What were we saying?
Oh my God, what were we saying? Because are you being this person right now?
I'm not being this person right now. I don't
is
mind
he
conflict.
modeling this?
I don't mind conflict.
What's happening?
I don't mind it.
Whatever.
I like spirited debates, especially if I know a lot about the subject. If I don't know, I probably won't debate with you because it's like I don't know.
Because you
enough
like to win.
About. No, it's not even about winning.
Oh,
it's
it
just
is
like
for me.
I don't.
I'm sorry,
I don't
that was
know
me.
enough. Like I don't mind being wrong. Like if I'm wrong and like you prove a point, and I'm like, you know what, you are absolutely right.
I got my other toxic
And like
trait.
I've said that to people like in the middle of like debates. It's like, you know what, I never thought about it like that. You are absolutely right. Like it's like I don't mind being wrong. Like I enjoy learning.
We
That
need
is-
more pieces like that.
That's different from this person though, because
Yeah.
like
No, this
even if
person is
they
just a
think
doormat.
different,
They're
basically.
just not standing up for themselves.
like they just want to say, yeah,
You know what
okay,
that-
whatever you think
I
is
would
fine.
be interested
Those
to know.
are the people I befriend. And then I become their voice. I'm dead serious. So they need people like us. I'm always the one to fall on the proverbial sword. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'll have that conversation. What do you want me to tell them? Okay, all right, fine. And I just march in boss's office and be like, this shit ain't right. Here we
Right.
go.
I would be interested in knowing like what their home dynamic was.
And that's
growing
what
up.
I was gonna say.
Because children
Yep.
of alcoholics tend to be doormats, and like they tend to let people just
Yeah.
run over them, or like they tend to be people who are like people pleasers, or people
Yep.
who are like, oh, you feel this way, I'm just gonna be quiet about it. 'cause
That's
if I'm
definitely
quiet,
a
it's
people
gonna end.
pleaser.
Yeah.
But how much of that also, like, I get we've all been through trauma, we have all those pieces, but I really think that it's that self acceptance and then just being confident in yourself, like who you are. And when you deliver those messages, like, I know the conflict is scary, get that. But like, after a while, you won't ever have to deliver those messages.
Like I don't even know if it's that complex. I just think it's just basic survival.
Or is
because if you're the child of an alcoholic, and that person is dangerous to you, and like you're fearful, and you know it's a survival technique. If I just be quiet and I let this go, at some point he's gonna pass out, or she's gonna pass out, or they're gonna leave, and then I can go back to just being me. And that's just that's a survival technique that if you learn it early enough, it's ingrained in you, and it's not even something that you're conscious of. It's almost a reflex.
And does that go back to our respectfully no is your identity given,
Right.
or chosen,
I think
or
that's-
I don't
chosen?
know.
Because then, like, when you're in that dynamic, because like you said, you want to know this person, like how they grew up, because like when you're in that dynamic, when you're growing up, you have to like choose to be that person that's always like submissive and saying yes, okay, whatever.
or you
say.
don't, and it looks way different.
Or you don't,
Just
yeah,
saying,
like-
over here, it looks way different. I mean, so
Either way,
that's the
yeah.
same thing.
I don't even know if that's
or
like part of a personality as it is.
You don't think so?
As it is,
But that is
just,
who
like,
you
I'm
are, though.
surviving. I'm surviving.
But that is your personality, like
Yeah.
you're constant. But like, yeah, because when you're in a career or when you're in a relationship, you're always gonna have that one person that is like always butting against you or like above you. You're never gonna go higher than that person. So you're always
challenge
gonna,
accepted, Esther.
bitch, I didn't say it.
I'm just
But
teasing.
like, you're always gonna have like that dynamic, whether relationship wise or career wise. Like, you're never gonna be the one. You're never gonna be top of your career, because you're like wanting that. Like, you're expecting somebody to say no, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, no.
And then I wonder if people like that would even want to be the top.
Well,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's
But
the
yeah,
thing.
because and then that's why, like, are you like,
that makes you vulnerable. Everyone can see
Right.
you, and like you've grown up trying to not be seen.
So then maybe the real toxic trait is how society treats people when they make those choices, and or not even choices, when they are who they are. So if you're quiet and you don't really want to be argumentative, how are we treating you? Why is your opinion any less than the louder, more ignorant person in the room?
Wow.
See, and I think that might
Yeah.
be the actual toxic
Oh,
trait,
yeah.
is a lack of acceptance. America,
I think
do
we're
motherfucking
We're just
better.
opportunists. That's
Yeah.
all.
It
And it's
just use like people that are quiet and
they don't get their way.
I think those are the people that most people like, well, I can get something over.
Yeah. So like, I'm really like, I can't tell you how many times I have seen that exact situation play out, and the buck usually stops here. I think they all end up in like my office somehow, and then I have to deal out social justice in some sort of way. I don't know. Maybe that's my mission in life. Maybe it is. I don't know.
But like, I'm quiet because I'm using a toxic trait that I love, and that is revenge. Like, if you do me wrong, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna sit and watch.
Theon's gonna stab you in the afterwards.
Listen, I'm telling you, I think Theon and I and Esther too. We know we play the long revenge game. Like you might think 15 years ago, so you did something to somebody, and you're free and clear. What you don't know is if I still see your ass out on the street,
right,
I'm gonna find a way to trip you and pretend like I didn't do it. I'm gonna find a way to mess some shit up. Like, you don't know.
I got a list.
Oh, me too.
If I figure out you're still alive, you're getting it either way.
Yeah. It's on site, Nick Cage.
So this person,
so stupid. So stupid.
He know what he did.
This person said, I assume everyone will betray me or burn me somehow. So I mentally prepare to cut anyone off at any given time, bitch, and move on. It's a defense mechanism I wish I didn't have, as I used a very open and trusting person. That was never me.
No, you were
but
always
it just took too many times of being blindsided by loved ones that I cared about. I mean,
I feel that. I think everyone feels that.
Yeah, I mean, as you're getting older, and like, especially as you're getting older, you're not gonna have those same friends like when you're growing up and
people
stuff like
don't
that.
Grow the
exactly,
same. And that's okay. Hey, friends, it's okay.
It's okay. Like
it's okay.
Yeah, your goals are going to be different as you're moving on through life. And sometimes you have to accept that, but also sometimes people burn bridges with you and things like that. Like, they do some fuck shit, and you know what? That's okay too. Yeah. Like, sometimes you have to be okay with stuff like that. You got to move on. Life is life.
I know people are going to be people. Like, I just know humans mess up. They're imperfect. And, like, you fucking me over might not even have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like with people, I kind of give them a wide berth. Like, I understand that this might happen. I still may care about you, still may love you, and I'll go through the relationship that we have or the orbit that we share with that in mind. But I know that there's a chance that you will probably mess up.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
And you know what happens.
And
see,
I talk to you about that all the time.
But hold on, that's acceptance. For accepting people for who they are. It doesn't mean that you have to accept like how they treat you or whatever. Like, because everyone as a whole can get better. But it's literally looking at people, and that's an acceptance piece. And that's really what's missing. Like, if you look at everything that's happening today, there's a lack of acceptance across the board. And why? Like, why can't we be different?
And Esther and I fight about this all the time because Esther loves so hard. And I think that's a family trait. Like, maybe it's just you and David. You and David are like that. But you and David like love hard.
And that's the issue. Like, I think with me and David, like, we do that shit, and then like once you burn us, it's over.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate, like, I don't like that when you get that feeling. Like, I hate
it's
when you feel like that
thing,
because there's nothing I can do about it, and it's just
there is always something. You don't want to take my bad ideas when I have them.
So
see,
like, I know that
you're
fiercely loyal and you love people hard, and I always tell you is like, don't expect them to do that to you. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's completely fine. And that's how you get through life, loving hard and being loyal to people.
That's me.
That's beautiful. And I love that about you. I love that about you, David and Vicky, because you all show that. But
you don't like when people hurt them.
I don't like when people take advantage of that. And I don't like it when you look for it and it's not there. It's like you reach for it and it's not there. Don't
stop doing the thing that I love about you and the thing that you love doing. Like, I can see it in your face. You love being that loyal person to people and loving people hard like you do. I never want to dim that light, but just never expect other people to do it back. Like, and be okay with them not doing it back. And it's like, it's all right. That has nothing to do with you. You are fine. And if people don't reciprocate or they don't hold out that hand when you reach for it, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay.
But you see what we could do. Esther likes my solution. She tries to act like she doesn't, but we could do some of my petty revenge tactics. Yeah. I need help with some of these. I can't execute them all alone.
I've seen it, and it hurts. It hurts me to my fucking core.
Let's get some fucking revenge. You want to do it? Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm fucked up. Like, I want to fuck some up. We're getting my kids involved in the hurt.
I'm getting a little emotional.
Just say yes
right
so we
now.
Can fuck up
just talking about it. Like, it hurts me to my core when I see it. And I just, like, maybe it's me, like, passing on, like, a defense mechanism to you. Because it's like, I would never put myself in the position to be hurt like that. But I see that you do it constantly. And I love that you do it. And that's why it's so... It tears me up. That's why it tears me up so much, because it's like a 50-50 kind of a thing. I love that you do it, but I fucking hate that you do it. And it's equal. And it's like, it tears me apart. It really does.
But you want to know one thing, though? Like, I heard you say, what you said, such amazing, beautiful, truthful things about Esther. But, you know, you and I, and you can cut this, whatever, if you need to pay attention. But, like, we had that conversation about, like, that vulnerability piece. And I think you might have nailed that. Right. Like, just now. I think if you just take a moment, I think you might have nailed exactly what that is, that piece. Like, you love all those hard things that, like, or the love that Esther gives. Like, this hard, you know, Esther does love hard. She goes 100 on it. And maybe that's the piece for you that, like, opens that door. I'm sorry. I got really passionate.
I don't want to dim that light. I don't want to. That's why
you don't. But maybe, do you want to know what the secret is? Because I love hard too, and we see it. I'm a fucking mess sometimes, like a lot of times, most of the time, all the time. But besides those pieces, like that is the. I can't stop doing that because that's who we are, I think. And at the end of the day, that's who we'll always be. Esther and I, we may have these tough, prickly exteriors, but, like, if you actually needed something, like, we got your back, man. We not only got your back, but, like, we just handled everything for you. Like, you're actually going to be able to be okay.
Yeah, like, I think I've definitely, like, I've lost some people that I really loved, but I also, like, gained a lot of people that love as hard as I do. And I really appreciate that.
I know. Oh my God, this is not what this was supposed to turn into. What the fuck? All right, so you got toxic traits and how you make the silver lining on that.
Oprah real quick.
It did, but it's so true though. And I love that you guys understand, like, what that feels like, because knowing, like, when you do meet someone who loves hard, that disappointment, and even though we know we don't want to set ourselves up, but we know it's in the back of our head, but we want everyone to, like, reach the goals, and we're happy for them. And when it happens, sometimes that shit's crushing, and we just need a moment to bitch, to be like, God, that hoe.
And maybe that's just a part of it. Maybe that's like you can't stop. Like, and maybe that's me trying to fix things that I shouldn't try to fix, because it's like that heartache comes with it. That's the price you pay for.
I think you're used to it when you're like this. Yeah.
It is, and it's one of those things. And I think I'll tell you, as being a few years older, it's almost like a calm peace now with some of it. Okay, this is who they are. I've given what I can. I know that I cannot give any more, and I just have to wish them the best of luck, pray for them, all those other things. Exactly. You know? It's just one of those pieces. But I don't regret all the hard love I give. I will give it again, even for the heartache, because it just, that's what makes this world worth living, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel that.
What the hell? How did we start out on toxic traits and almost all of us end up crying? We don't cry. We're tough. That is our toxic trait.
Okay. So I've never once said goodbye at a function outside a direct family. If you look away from me for a minute at a party, there's 95% chance I've slithered towards the door, avoiding everyone to go home. Yep. I just dislike parties and hate goodbyes, so I'm just not gonna do either if I'm gonna have to.
So because this is like a page from my book,
we both pointed at
that's
you.
That's why I saved this.
So I hate overstaying my welcome. So like I'd rather leave early. I'd rather you say, "Man, Theon, I wish you would have stayed a little longer," rather than, "Man, Theon wouldn't fucking leave." Like I'd rather you want more than can't stand me. So like I hit you with the Irish goodbye. I'm like,
hey, but you do that when I'm the only one here.
Yeah, that's
correct. So hold on, maybe so that's the piece of not fair play.
Like literally, I'm in the living room and I'm like, holy shit, where did Theon go?
Okay,
and that motherfucker is in bed sleeping.
A long-term relational thing. Because Nate does that. Like I have slept on the couch every day. Yeah. I fell asleep last night during the game, and I was like, why can you not at least shake me?
I forgot about the game last night.
Yeah, totally. It's okay. All right.
It wasn't. I mean, I fell asleep. Dallas won.
Oh, okay.
But the guy Dobbs did pretty well. So, long story short, no one wakes me up. Like they just don't, and they leave. And he does the Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye. He's like,
awful.
I used to practice like disappearing in crowds with my family. I've gotten really good at it. I'm still pretty good at it. Like if you're walking with me, I can fucking disappear.
What the fuck? Does anybody else do that? We need to hear more stories. Like, what is this? What?
This means challenge accepted. We are going to be like koalas on your back. Esther and I might even dress up like koalas. And you can be a eucalyptus leaf. You ain't going to lose us.
I used to love being in big crowds with my family and then just disappearing and then watching them freak out because they couldn't find me.
Okay, so that's a toxic trait right there.
That's pretty toxic.
What the fuck?
Although, now that you mention that, I'm thinking, like, I do the same thing, kind of, but I don't know if I call it out and know it. I just purposely, like, try to leave people sometimes. Like, I don't, but okay.
I think that's a little different.
I think
Theon just literally does that shit. Like, I'll be in the living room just literally living, and then I'm like,
where'd he go?
Fuck, and this motherfucker is in bed sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
Nate's
what
the same way.
Fuck.
And then I'm just bored. Well, you know what we need to do? We should do all those bad ideas.
You know where I'm at.
What? No. How the fuck? When I'm like literally in the living room.
Oh, you mean like?
And you're just like, and you just Christmas like Eve? Silently roll away.
Didn't do any of the work.
I enjoy being this.
Whatever. So another person said, I teach all of my cats that they're my favorite behind each other's backs. Or I tell each of my cats that they're my favorite behind each other's backs.
That's cute. Everyone knows. So the kids always try to pull this shit with me. They're like, who's your favorite?
Yeah.
You know what my answer is?
Kids know.
Oh, no.
Cats.
Do you know who my favorite is? Khaleesi. Khaleesi is my favorite. Hands down. I don't even hesitate. I'm like, gonna ask me again in 5 minutes.
Animals,
it's always gonna be
and
Khaleesi.
Cats know
they know
who the favorite is. Mm-hmm. Period.
Like the new dog's gonna be the favorite.
For 2 seconds, if you're in Rachel's house.
Yeah, no. But
no, I'm saying our new dog's gonna be the favorite.
Oh yeah, because he'll probably be more cuddly.
That's already been established.
Oh my god.
This fool.
Ridiculous. Andre is on his back.
Right? On his whole
dick out.
Yeah.
Only because I moved, he moved. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
It's warm up there.
This is probably me. Definitely I refuse to drop a grudge because, hey man, that was a long time ago. If you're sorry, prove it. Don't just wait and just show back up. Edit to add. Because a lot of people said some shit. Everyone's saying this is reasonable. No, I'm taking it further than that. I've told my wife I'm not hunting her brother because he technically family, but I will take off his foot if he steps foot in my home. That's only one I feel okay publicly
saying, "Oh shit, this person might actually be giving us murder secrets." What's that name? Screenshot it, just because we gotta do a true crime episode on it later.
Oh yeah, baby. But I mean,
I hear that. I feel that.
I mean I think that goes with my personality.
How to do this?
Well, maybe. I think that goes with my personality because, like, I do love pretty hard, but I can cut you off pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. And with that, like, I will never let you back into my life. No. Because what's the bother? Mm-hmm. Like, forever.
If you've ever wronged me, or if I've ever felt slighted by you, I want to hurt you.
Right?
Like, but, I mean, like, within, like, the law. Right. Like, I'm not going to do anything to break the law, but I want to damage you in some way.
Yeah. Well, I told you I have a service for this. I don't understand why we are not playing to my strengths. I am like the queen of loopholes and bad pranks that are just bad enough to piss you off and annoy you, but not go to jail.
Like, I also just don't want to, like, give that much energy there.
That's also where I'm at, though. Yes, because it's like...
It's just like, that's too much.
You haven't, like... Are you really making me that upset? And, like, also, you're not worth the energy that I've got.
Yeah, like, and don't try to come back after you know I don't fuck with you.
What if someone offered that energy and all you had to do is click a button and then someone else did it? This might be my... Seriously, I think that this is my calling, is to perform, like, all of the sad, bad, awful, tricky, petty shit. I'm going to set it up, guys.
Whatever.
Somebody needs a good name.
It. Some people do need that closure, but for me, like, I fucking don't. But, like, also don't fucking try to cross my path. Because revenge is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I just don't have the necessary resources to hurt you in the way that I want to. Yeah. But I want to hurt you.
But if you come across me,
let me know.
Like, it will be presented.
It was like that same shit where I was like, check my damn resume. Like, I got a resume on this shit. Yeah. Check my resume.
Like, it's like,
you sure you want to step into the ring? All right, this shit's fun to me. Let's do it.
It's like that episode of Atlanta. If I can get you to quit your job in the hopes of getting, like, a better job, but that better job is fake, and it's something I totally made up, and right, now you're, like, assed out. And
all right, like, maybe it depends.
Oh my God, I would love to do something. I got a couple of people I would love to do that too.
Well, listen, I need help later making a phone call. So can you help me with this? Like, it's a for real, for a friend, legit phone call. We're getting to the bottom of a mystery.
Someone said, I have a very addictive personality, but I use it to my advantage by obsessing over things that will make me money.
That's cool. I respect that.
Tell me how you do that.
Right.
I don't obsess over really anything.
I think I might have some of that piece there. Like, because I'm constantly, like, reading... not how to get rich quick, but like how to make your dollar stretch, how to do this, what you should invest in next, what's the next big thing. And then I'm like, all right, maybe, but I'm not obsessed. I don't have time to be obsessed.
Yeah, if you say all right, maybe, then I'm not obsessed
because I could probably list out spreadsheets and shit. But I'd like to be obsessed if it could grow me
here
money.
Goes Rachel's submission, but not submission. Hyper competitiveness. It's driven success in my life and kept me in good physical shape.
Okay, not that.
Oh, but
mental.
My wife doesn't like playing board games with me, though. I've worked on managing this aspect of my character, but still allow it to run rampant in certain scenarios.
Hold on. What's this guy's name? I'm about to fuck him up. Does he want some competition? I would like some competition. Please step into my stage. I am tired. Yes, I do. I turn everything into a competition. I probably, if we count it, turned like 3 things into a competition here.
Yeah, I've gone through the videos and we've tried to put some shit into competition, and I'm like, bitch, no.
In August, I'm gonna watch the videos too, and I'm gonna start running a like tally stat.
I can't wait.
And then good.
It's gonna be a lot.
Because that's going on there. Oh no, I'm checking your ass too. I'll make sure there's a category.
Never say anything should be competitive, but your ass does constantly.
Okay, well, no, but I'm going into different categories. Like how many times Esther tells us how...
Go for it, bitch. It's not a lot.
Okay, we'll find out. Okay. Let the data show.
Let's see.
She doesn't drink like she used to drink.
Oh,
That's
no.
only a
I wasn't
drinking
talking about, I was going to tell about how, well, yeah, that is when she tells us how babies are born.
What
But
the
yes.
fuck? Whatever.
Yeah, she has to be toasted for that.
Whatever.
She hasn't been toasted in a while. We haven't seen bottom of the glass, Esther, in a really long time.
Last week was bottom of the glass,
It was close.
Esther.
There's
But it
been a
wasn't-
lot.
No cigar.
Esther's just gotten better at hiding bottom of the glass.
Maybe she has.
Thank you.
Or
My
maybe we're
masks
just-
are getting better.
Yeah, she's stealthy.
Not paying attention.
Infinite patience and empathy
Dear God.
that I'm able to turn off in a blink and replace with unbound rage.
Wait, hold on. This might be me.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No, the rage is real. Like
rage is real.
if you put me on a battlefield when I'm in like my most raged state, even in a suit, a business suit, I think I could take out at least 10 grown ass men. Dead ass. If all I got is a baseball bat, come at me, motherfuckers. Why don't you find out why I used to hit home runs? I cannot wait. And you got 3 sets of balls I can take out. Like I get 3 hits per each one.
My name's Rachel and I hit dangers.
I will. But no, that rage, man. That rage sometimes fuels me.
I mean, sometimes that is life because, I'm not always a rageful person. Am I, though? I don't know.
You are.
think so.
No, she is.
But driving.
Okay, but hold on. Is your like if we do a rage
I think
scale?
I'm more compassionate
You have.
than rageful.
You have.
I just tried to turn.
There's a lot more compassion there, but no, the
Sorry.
rage is still there too.
I think I have more rage though than you. I think you have more empathy. I think we actually. I don't know.
I don't know.
That one's tough. I
'Cause
think
we
I'm
both-
really empathetic, and you are too.
It depends
it
because we
depends on
both
the
have like
situation.
the same kind of career type
Yeah.
thing that we have to be that way. But if you turn us the other way,
Holy shit! Someone call the president because we're gonna need backup. It's like Godzilla rage.
so the last one. Ooh, what's a good one? Okay.
Oh, I got one.
I've never experienced loneliness. Not because I've always had people around. I just never felt I needed company.
Yeah.
Do a lot of. I
They need
mean,
a-
like.
I'm a loner.
I think some people are different in that way. Like some people are happy with not having that like contact like that. Even if they are in like families and stuff, like you can still be like by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy my own company.
And like a lot of people need that like extra
Yeah.
like constant like
Yeah.
like I think Rachel doesn't like to admit that she does.
All right,
need
I'll be
it.
honest. So like,
But
I
Rachel
grew up
does
in chaos,
need that.
and so like when it's quiet, shit feels weird. But
Mm-hmm.
like I'm so depleted by the chaos that I needed to be quiet, and now I can't get it.
Mm-hmm. But then it's weird when it is. Quiet.
It is.
It's like,
it is. But I
"Nah,
want.
what's
So
going
my
on?"
therapist told me that I need to learn to live in that space, and I'm like, and I'm in it, and I'm like this. It feels like I'm like, what is going on? And so I've got to get past that piece for me.
Yeah.
But also, she told me one of my other, like, side note, just random toxic trait is that I try to make a joke out of everything.
That's
and I
true.
use humor as a deflection. And then I laughed at her. And she
And
was like,
that's
right there. And
exactly
I was like, but listen, I can't help it. I was like, this is what keeps me alive. I make really bad, awful, dirty, but really fucking funny jokes. And I was like, and
You just proved that her degree was totally worth it.
I know. And then, I'm laughing now at that joke because facts, I don't care. But I
Legit.
also am guilty of laughing at my own jokes loudly. Don't give a shit. If I got a zinger,
That's
I
true.
will laugh loud as hell. And then I will text y'all if I made a
That's
joke
true.
and tell you how loud I laughed because I need other people to know. I'm sorry. I think I just nailed mine.
And we love it.
Oh.
And that's okay.
Listen.
Because we all have our own
Right.
little barriers
I'm okay with
and protections against life. Like I have a lot of masks that I wear, especially to work, because nobody gives a fuck about my shit. I'm
I
there for
do.
their shit. I know,
I know,
but
but
when
they
I'm at
don't.
work,
Yeah.
I'm there for their shit. So like people are always like, you're so happy and you have great bedside manner, and I'm like, wow, bitch.
Planning underneath this mask.
Guess what?
I smile so I don't kill you.
Basically, because that's not real life shit right now. So you had to put on a mask for work and shit.
Yeah.
But whatever, as long as they think I'm happy, that's all that matters. And that's all that matters. Meow. So this was Web Chronicles.
It was also a bit
traits that you're proud of. I mean, sometimes people say it's a bad trait, but is it a bad trait?
Is it? Who defines that?
Who defines shit like
Rick.
that?
Well,
Rick.
you know what? Fuck Rick. Where's Rick? I'll tell him fuck Rick. I'll send that message. I don't care. You see? It's in me. It's who I am. I can't help it.
Life. I mean, sometimes.
Rick and HR.
But also, those traits are what you put up because that's how you grew up, or that's how you
had
friendships,
to navigate through life,
things
man.
and stuff. It is what it is. Sometimes you got to learn to cut bitches out, not give a fuck, and sometimes you have to put on a mask. Sometimes you have to be super competitive because you grew up with a bunch of boys.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'll still fuck them up. And sometimes you have to do some, there may be some dirty work involved to help people. Send me your dirty work.
Send it to us. We'll do it.
Yeah, I really will. I've got all sorts of ideas. I've got pranks. I've got things that have not been worked out yet, and I need people to do them on. And that I don't have to live with.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Okay,
legit.
Good. Yay, because I need your attention to detail. Because I just got the big fuck up picture and I'm laughing hilariously, but I need you to work through all the small details so we don't die. Okay.
We can do it.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. Let us know your toxic traits that we didn't talk about that you're proud of. Is it toxic really if it gets you through life?
Yeah,
it's toxic to some people, but obviously it isn't.
I have zero
you.
fucks given about that.
You're only here for 80, 90 years tops.
Right.
Tops.
We don't even know how long. So yeah. Whatever.
I mean, you got to be you to survive.
It'll be over soon.
I can't wait for those damn stats though when I die. When man, this many people hated you because of I can't wait. I want the random stats.
I desperately want to know how many people rubbed one out to me.
I don't want to know that one. I'm going to ask
I think
that
as a
one.
woman, you don't want to know.
No, dear God.
Women don't want to
actually,
know.
on a side note, I might. What if it's random strangers? And I'd be like, whoa, weird. And they thought about it a bunch of times. And I'm like, what was I doing that day? The nerve, it'd be neurotic.
But is it because they saw you or you were in a dream? Because we dream
my gosh.
people that
now
we've
I
seen
do want
but not
these
saw.
stats.
Yeah.
And you were somebody that they saw but not saw, right?
Can I challenge you guys to keep random stats this year, and at the end of next year we'll go over them just as you randomly think of them? If you find yourself seeing and or doing something, if you see a NASCAR family, we need to keep track of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in Georgia.
We are, but I'm just saying, we'll pick track of random things. I would like to keep random stats. Daytona.
Next week is pop culture. I already have our Chinese New Year plan.
I cannot wait.
And we will talk about how it started and each of our Chinese New Year. How is our New Year gonna go? I don't even know.
I'm so afraid, but
I didn't
also
even look.
Optimistic. Okay, so it's gonna be a surprise.
I didn't look. I just screenshotted, so we'll see. It is the year of the rabbit. Toki.
Aww.
So we'll see.
So lots.
Wait, hold on. What is your Chinese zodiac?
I am a snake.
Okay.
I'm a rat.
Oh, and I'm a cock.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not.
No. Okay.
Okay, now we gotta go. That was a good chicken, though. I was so impressed.
We'll talk about it next week. Bye.
Bye.